Welcome back everybody, my name is Modra and some people call me Anki, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Welcome back to my Then and Now series where I am testing out some of the old bases that I used to have and then redoing them in today's current standards, I guess you could say. So we're on one of the last ones we're going to do, and this is my first sort of pole base. I had made this a base very similar to this in size and everything anyway. Even in the style of blocks, it's pretty much identical. The difference is that it got damaged in the first couple of hordes. So what I did is I tried to make it stronger for some of the later hordes, and that's what I've done in this one. So we've got like a pyramid coming up to just a standard pole base. I had these pipes going across here, so they can jump up here and they go across here. And early on, this is how I did it. I had these hatches here to get in. This is how I got in and out. Now this is a melee. If I open this one, I can still hit through here and close that, and I can shoot through there. And that's all it was. Now I have a generator here, which I am going to turn on, and you can hear lots of blade traps. I can shoot out these windows too. And I did use plates to give myself more room. So these are not solid blocks. I have now changed to solid blocks for reasons I'll tell you in the next half of this video. I got a blade trap down there because they were hitting on those sides, but right around the outside. So I had lost a couple of poles, and I thought to myself, let's put some blade traps up. So this is one of my first pole bases. A couple other things to note is, let's just go to a solid block here, it might be easier to show you, is this is only 3 high. Now I don't do 3 high anymore. Again, I will explain why in the next video, but this one is ready to go. So we'll get in here, we'll close the hatches. Oh, I need the drone gone. For this early horde, we need the drone gone. Come on, drone.
How may I help?
May I see inventory? You know what, let's just leave all this stuff on us. I'm not really too worried about that, but you have to do that.
Need me.
And food. Okay, so the ammo and stuff that I've got, there's not a lot of ammo this time. I was trying to keep around 1200. You know what, let's give ourselves one more. There we go. So keep around 1200 for the first half, and then I give myself like 3 times that for the next one. But for now, we're ready to go. So in here we go, set time 28, actually 21:50. There we go, and we just got a couple of minutes to wait, and then horde will be on us. Okay, horde is here, and let's see. The other thing to note is that I can't see anything from below here, and that is one of the changes I do make. Note this is proof of concept that this base does actually work. Actually, we can rely a bit more on the shotgun. Hey, come on, I've got to hit something. And I hear blade traps killing something already. Oh, I'm reloading. And we can hit through here, just as a bit of a concept thing. We can hit through here. I think I even did bring some forged iron with me. Forged iron's not a problem, it's the steel. Now this would be so much stronger, of course, if we did use steel. But we are only on day 28, so I decided not to do that. And another little bit of a history about this base is I did build this one before I saw what other people were doing on YouTube. It was around this time though that I did start discovering that. And I made a few significant changes, which I will talk about more in the next half of this video. Hey. Game stage is a little bit higher. We are just in the desert. I decided that the day 28 horde in the desert was going to be enough. But we are right on the border of the wasteland, so the next base that we do, next half of this, we're going to go just down the road there into the wasteland. just next to the Shamway there. As you can tell, these bases are already significantly easier than some of the other bases. And since I've started doing these bases just off the ground like this, I've never looked back. They just work so well. And we can come over here and we can shoot out these windows if we wanted to. Often that's what I'd do if I was playing with my wife, and especially in a smaller base like this, is that she would just stand here and keep an eye on this front, and I would be just shooting them as they come in. When she would scream and say, "Ah, there's lots of zombies," I'd turn around and start shooting them as well. Well, we're just sitting here popping heads and stuff. And also like to say that we've got a few things going on in real life at the moment. So right now, it's 6 o'clock in the morning in real life, and I'm here doing this one extremely early because there's a few things happening, and I may not be able to do some recording for the next couple of days. So I'm getting on extremely early to make sure that I get something, and hopefully I get a chance to get it edited. But for now, I just thought I'd let you know that there are things happening that mean that there might be a little bit of delay in a couple. Get wrecked. That is happening that might slow things down. It's already been in the works for a few weeks now, so it's good to finally get progress going. This is actually a really nice base for shotguns. Oops, not sure why he turned around and went away, but yeah, this is a really nice base for shotguns. It's not too long, but you can pretty much shoot this guy in front if I can hit him, and it will take care of the ones at the back as well. See, I just got 3 with that shot. So yeah, it's really nice. And honestly, this is the base that I was least worried about out of all the bases. The previous ones, I was actually really worried about how they were going to go. And as you could tell from the previous videos, if you watch them, that they didn't always go exactly the way I hoped they would. You know what, we've got a copper there, so let's make sure he doesn't spit at us. We've hit this door a couple of times. That's mainly our own fault for hitting that. So most of the damage that took was from me shooting it. I think I hit it again. It does take a little bit of damage. Now, the whole reason I use these hatches here is because I didn't really know how to get into the space. When I first started building them, I was like, well, I was kind of like, how do you get in? So I used the hatches here, and I did that for a little while until I realised that there's better ways of doing it. I think there's one there. There is one there. Oh, we got a dire wolf here. Get out of here, you guys. I want to get this big bad boy. Oh, I might be able to get it. No, I can't get the loot. Okay, so there is a cop over there, and he's spitting at me. As you can just see there. Or is he over here? Whichever way he is. But he's spitting at me. And that is because these are plates. So somehow the cops can see through plates. It's just one of these things that you learn after doing this for a little bit. So we have got a cop out there spitting at us somewhere, unless he just died on those plate traps. Oh, you know what, we are a little bit hurt. Let's just grab a bandage. I didn't realise how hurt we were, to be honest. I was having too much fun killing zombies. Come on, you get out of the way. Like that. Oh, reload. Silly reload. Okay, well, we have survived this horde as well. Relatively easy. This is probably the easiest one well, the more fun, easy one. We didn't really get into too much trouble. This did take a bit of damage, as you can tell. But we also want to see which blade traps are still alive. So we're just going to have a quick look around once I've dealt with this guy. So that one there we can is still going. It took a little bit of damage. This one is not working anymore. That one's completely done. This one is almost done. As you can tell, there is some bags under here, so they did die. And the one around here is completely demolished. That one is gone. So these blade traps did a lot of work. Okay, we'll just have a quick look at this red bag just because I'm interested in it. Okay, we're not really going to read anything or grab anything. So this, yeah, I did put spikes up there. Okay, that's why the birds were dying. Okay, perfect. And these took a little bit of damage. A lot of this would have been from me shooting them though, not from the zombies, or a little bit from the cop. But there, this is my first pole base, and this worked out really well. Actually, we'll turn those blade traps off. And off, and now we're just going to go down the road there into the wasteland, and we're going to build our part 2 of this base. So we'll see you guys then. Okay, so this is our part 2 of our pole base. Just a couple of things to note. I've made this one look a little bit prettier, but first thing to note is that it's higher. The last one was only 3 high. So this is 5 high, well 6 if you count the floor I'm standing on, and that is now my go-to. And part of that I did learn from watching YouTube videos. And the other thing is I put poles, extra poles around the outside. One, they give them a little bit of aesthetic, and 2 is they actually help for stability. So if they come along and break this block here, these are still connected. So they have to break. I didn't put any on the inside. So on the corners, they have to break 4 blocks to break this corner, and they have to do that on all 4 corners to make this base full. So that just gives them more stability. The other thing is in each corner I've put a set of bars so we can shoot through them. So if someone's trapped on the inside here, well they shouldn't be, but if they are for whatever reason, I can shoot them from up there. And the same for the middle pole. I put the poles around the outside just so this one's even more. This is 5 times I have to break through to get it up to there. I'll show you when I get up there. And I did what I normally do. The two sides coming up, but this makes this one block here very important. So I've gone and made it a little bit extra. I'll show you actually. Is I put the poles up on the sides to try and strengthen that as well. But this here is another row of plates. You can see that it's a little bit thicker than the rest. I'll show you. So here is a plate that I just put on the outside of the wall, as you can see, and the top one is just the pole plate, this one here. So it just gives us an extra thickness to the an extra support to this. And the other thing is I put a electric fence here. I discovered this on one of my playthroughs, I don't remember which one, but we put it down there, and as it comes up through the wall here, or through the path, I guess here, they'll get electrocuted here. Oh, and I forgot, I've got them on. Okay, we won't go any further there. And I've put the ramps along, so it basically gives us a window, I guess, a killing window here. But yeah, as you can see, that's how it is. So as soon as I get here, and this is the first point here, and the second point is inside, so I can easily repair it from inside. And speaking of which, we've got the standard 2 plates here with the ladder and the door. I did put this all on here. There is also SMGs up there for bird defense. We got more than enough. I could put heaps more power in here, but I didn't worry about it. And this is when I can shoot down here if need be. I've got a corner here so I can hide from cops. And
Master,
this is it.
we are not alone.
So now we're going to go to the next horde night. So F1, and we do set time. And we are doing 49, race 21, and we're actually going to do 55 this time because we don't need anything. Yeah, so I can repair this one. I can do it from here now because this is the end part. It goes, actually if I put the thing on, so it goes from the switch all the way down to the end, and then from the end back up. So this is the one that will be repaired. And now we're just waiting for the zombies to turn up. And they're coming from this side. You can already hear the turrets working. They are aiming into the sky. Something is banging. Not too sure why. But this is the whole thing, is that going to get stuck there. This should be reasonably easy. That should still be in range. Oh, and I did double up here too. So if for whatever reason they break this first load because I'm a bit slack at repairs or whatever, they've still got this one to break through as well. And let's see if this is really taking some damage. See, I can just repair it from here. Perfect. Now give two sides up like this, one kind of like a wing on each side. So if the zombies do something silly and like break their path on one side, or if a demo breaks up on one side, they still have the second side to go on. Sometimes I will even do a third one from the middle out to make it like a big T, but I didn't do that this time. I kind of wanted to see them come up each side. Get out of the way, I'm talking. Wanted to see them come up each side so I had the opportunity, if I wanted to shoot them. But this is what I'd call an endgame base. It is just in concrete. So to make it even stronger, we could go up to steel. But for this particular playthrough, well, not really a playthrough, for this particular series of base buildings, I wanted to keep it as consistent as possible. So we kept it as concrete. Can I even see down there? See, I can shoot through here. So this is day 49. This is the sort of weaponry and armor and stuff you probably should have at day 49. 49 is kind of the end game sort of stuff anyway. And we are in the wasteland, so if we look at our game stage, 249. I can hear somebody down there. There's somebody beating on there, but that's why we've got the extra poles on there for extra support. Gonna double check something real quick, because I think I've got anti-red in here. I do. Perfect. You could build this base a lot higher if you wanted to. This already took a wee bit of time to do, and time is a little bit short this week, so I thought, oh, if I just stick with the 6 high. There's the birds getting taken care of. So I thought if I just stick with the 6 high, it gives me hopefully enough time to get this video sorted before my power gets cut off. Okay, our first demo. Let's take care of this guy pretty quick. Pretty sure he's dead. Are you dead? You're not moving there? No, he's dead. But there's no demo. This is a wee bit risky, being from this distance. Especially with this gun, which has a pretty big spray on it. And I don't think I got him. That would have been perfect if I had a sniper rifle or something there. Could have done a lot better job at taking care of him. Although I think I weakened him enough there that he died reasonably easy there. Get rid of that big group of zombies. Oh, there's another demo. Yep, I don't care. I want to see him blow. Nice. As long as I blow away from the base, it's all good. You know what? Let's repair that gun and switch over to our shotgun for a wee sec. Oof, shotgun is pretty amazing.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You jump over my electric fence and you landed without hitting it. That was very well done. Yeah, the shotgun doesn't have anywhere near the range. There's another demo. Okay, we have to take care of the demo. I think I hit his button, but I think he died. Oh, there's another demo. Nice. Oh, I definitely got that one. No. Damn. And that is the whole reason we have a second path. So now this path is all important. I guess you got caught up in the demo blast. Yeah, so this path now does not work because... Oh, actually, we managed to get up there. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Oh, they can still get up there. Nice. I thought the whole ground underneath it is broken, so they can't make the double jump. To make that a little bit safer, what I could do is actually make this whole thing concrete underneath. Another demo. Oh, let's let him get a bit closer. I do not want the same thing happening on that side. That side's a bit more important, so we'll just reload till we've got a full round to put into him. Thank you.
We are not alone.
Let him hit the electric fence so he gets stunned in place and makes it easier to shoot. Speaking of which, I should probably check to make sure that's okay. A little bit of damage, not even too bad. Just sit here and wait. When they get zapped, we press the button and they die. Oh, you didn't, but I sent your arm flying. The downside to having the electric fence there, and in this way, is I can't reach them with the melee. So unless this gets broken, which it shouldn't, I can't really use the melee. I'll show you what I mean. See, there's no way. They're not even close within range. So the only way to use melee on this base is to not have this electric fence here, but to have it going sideways right in front here. So they get zapped right here on this first step here. But at this stage of the game, I mean, let's be honest, who really uses melee anyway? Normally you have enough weaponry and enough ammo to not really worry about it anymore. Hey, we're 1 minute away from board not being over. This has been very easy, just let them get stunned. Oops. Wait there a bit longer, do your wee dance. And hit them with the shotgun. And their heads usually go pop. Oops, there was a double click there. Kill big mama zombies. Okay, cool. We're not really worried about the challenges. This was about the bases, about how well my many hours of playing this game has taught me. And this was not a problem. I didn't expect this base to be a problem. This is what I use most of the time nowadays. If I have to build my own base, this is what I'm building. Something very similar to this. Sometimes I do a little bit different, like these double bars, I would often put them back to back so there is no gap in between. But you know, we'll turn this off. So now we can check everything. This order is all finished, very successful. The only big issue we had was that demo blew up here. We almost broke that block. And I thought, because I saw that they couldn't make this jump, and I thought, uh-oh. They just went to the side here and jumped up on the side, so it didn't really turn out to be a problem. And of course, I had this other side. I had this side here as a backup. So let's see what other damage they did. Now, I did hear a lot of banging, and it looks like they were breaking this. But this is what I was saying, like, if they did manage to break that, let's get the digger out. If they did manage to break this block in the end, that wouldn't matter because we still had these three others here anyway. And it looks like they actually did this one as well. Oh yeah, that one's down to about half. But again, it wouldn't matter. They could take out all of these center blocks. And these poles are keeping this standing. So that just gives you some idea of how it was. Now, I'll put these all back because just cause. And we'll check up top to see what other damage is done up there, but I don't expect it to be any. These basically didn't take any damage. Probably me shooting them, if I'm honest. And we come along here, no damage, and very minimal here. It was only those spiders, those jumping spiders, zombies, that would come in and do a little bit of damage here and there. And now and again I'd clip these as I was shooting them, but basically no damage at all. Can I even get to that? Oh, there you go. The lid fence did take a little bit, but I did repair that a couple of times during the night. So all in all, this was a very, very successful base, and this is my go-to base. This is what I'd build if I was building it on my own. And yeah, I don't think there's going to be another base build as such. I can't really think of anything else that I did. However, we are going to revisit one more. So we'll do one more base-ish, not really a base build, but a continuation of my last series. We're going to do one more Horde Night there. Then I'm going to go into a series and it's going to go for as long as 7 Days Today is still in 1.4. When it hits 2.0, we're going to end this next series after that. But anyway, I'm going to call this one here. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you back for the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.